And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone has had a great weekend so far. Once again, we are streaming on a Saturday. It's a little bit of a different change from our standard Thursday slot. Sorry once again for not a huge heads up on that, but we are here and we are going to be streaming some Crown Wars: The Black Prince to kind of give us a little bit of a break or a shake-up, right, from our standard War Tales playthrough that we're doing right now, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Crown Wars. So Crown Wars is a game that was released. Yo, what's going on, Sean? Hey, Soro, how you guys doing? Crown Wars is a game that was released in March-ish of last year, of 2024, right? And I had initially planned on doing a decent amount of coverage on it because it is a turn-based strategy game that seems to be a nice little hybrid between, like, you know, a War Tales or an XCOM in a dark fantasy setting. So that's kind of one of those games that's right up my alley, and it's something that I really wanted to do some coverage on, but we never quite got there because my internet went to crap for basically the entirety of last year. So without too much more of a little bit of a background on that, let's go ahead and get into the actual gameplay here. So I did just start a brand new save. So we are in the middle, and by middle I mean I just skipped through the cutscenes. We are in the tutorial on the hard difficulty, and the camera, okay, I can rotate it. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, and this is it. This is our first little tutorial mission. Let's go ahead and get started here. Objectives are to reach the castle gates. We don't have vision on the castle gates, and I'm not a huge fan of how the camera angles are. And then we have 35 HP, and this guy literally has 1. So yeah, this should be pretty self-explanatory, honestly. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move right on up here, face this guy, and let me know if the sound's not quite up to snuff. I'm doing good, Soro. Thanks for asking, bud. But I think we should be in a pretty decent spot here. And the thing that I love the most about Crown Wars is the execution animations. They're just they just make you feel all nice and cozy inside, right? And I've got my back turned to the enemies as they're supposed to be coming in. Oops. Ah, yes, the entrance of our second character that we get during the tutorial. Nice. Doing well. I played the demo when it came out last year and loved it. I agree, the executions are awesome. Dude, they are something else. They are something freaking else. Still got to make our way over here to the gates. But hey, now we have another unit. I'm going to use it and abuse it.
Heathen.
Oh, another one. Okay, I hope we don't get an execution animation on every kill, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Ready when you are.
All right, so we got our dog to basically do most of the legwork on that kill. And we're going to move our, I think this guy's a hunter or something like that. We're going to move him up here. and end his turn. Oh, he's a Beastmaster. All right, let's see here. We've got our little doggo that we need to get up here. Get everyone up here next to the where the next little fight's gonna be. Just be a little bit on the prepared side, right? Okay. And now that we've waited a couple of turns, now we can actually interact, because we were only like 1 square away from triggering this cutscene. I wanted to have all my units ready. And now we have ourselves our alchemist. And then on the other side, we have, is that an actual hunter or is that a trapper? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, the cover system? Yes, that is very, I think it's the same type as of cover system that you have in XCOM, to be honest. You have half cover, full cover, but yeah. Alchemical blast. We could definitely do a little bit of a number here, right? So what if we move like right on up here?
Perfect strike.
So exactly like what I'm aiming for here is I'm trying to do as much possible damage as that I can here, right? And get all these guys on fire. That way we can do a quick little cleanup here and not be too a foobard, right? That's the thought process. Now I want to be able to get some really quick, just clean shots going here to knock out some of these guys. I've got one more attack left on this guy, but we're going to hold off on that. The cool thing about Crown Wars is we don't actually need to use everyone's turns on, like, well, we don't have to use all their actions at once, right? Like what we can do is, you know, use our archer for his movement and then his base action, right? And then move our dog up here. And we can actually just get everyone else at least squared away location-wise, figure out how we want to do this before we actually use our second action from our archer here. And that's kind of what I was getting
Ready
at.
to go.
To make a long story long, we don't have to use all of our little points down here at the same time. Unlike, you know, War Tales, where it's your turn, you do everything that your turn can do, and then after that, you know, it's over.
At your service.
Yeah, you know, it ain't really looking too hot for us being able to kill all these guys. So we're gonna go for this cutthroat here, who's actually, we're gonna kill the one that's not on fire. Or we could use caltrops. These guys will die due to caltrop damage. So let's just do that. And they're dead. Okay. Now we'll take damage from this guy whenever he comes up, right? He's coming up to play. But when all things are said and done, that's not the end of the world. I think we'll be okay with that. Oh, I did not realize that there was a caltrop on top of the box there. Dog doing a doggy things.
Thank you. The council will destroy the documents. We must hold the main gate.
Yes.
They're trying to force the gate open. We must stop them here.
And it looks
They'll
like,
rue the day they attacked us.
do we have enough actual like volume here?
Forward!
Looks like I need to increase it just a little bit. Yep, okay. I want you guys to actually be able to hear the game, right? You need to be able to hear the game, but you also got to be able to hear me. Okay. So we're going into the final little fight that we got here. And we have burned most of our AoE abilities, but we only have 4 units that we really need to worry about, right? So all things considered, I think we'll be okay, but we're gonna move our alchemist over here. 3 to 6 through armor. Can I get a 6 shot? That'd be great. Nope. All right, well, we're gonna try it anyway.
Strike.
Do it again. There we go. Okay, we got 1 down. We still have 3 more to go, and they like to hide around this little wagon here. I don't know how much movement we need for this, but let's see if we can hit a headshot on this guy. Nope. We might be able to take out the archer. Yep. Okay, so our 2 ranged units have whittled them down now to the point where we have a hunter and a cutthroat left. I don't think we actually have enough movement to really be able to capitalize on this and take these guys out before they're able to act. Right? Like, they're going to be able to get their turn in. However, I think we'll be able to take care of the hunter beforehand, at the very least. Coordinated strike, deal 4 to 7 slashing damage if the beast is within range of the target. Its attacks also benefit from teamwork. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our dog all the way up here, and we are going to bite him from behind. Okay.
At your service.
And now our Beastmaster is going to come up here, right? And get a kill on this guy. Oh. Oh my. Did not expect that one. Such violence on that one. Okay. And finally, we're hopefully going to see if we can actually get a kill with this one, but I really don't think we will. 5 to 9 damage, 3 to 5 blunt. Yeah. Yeah, we're not. I mean, we took care of his armor, but that was about it. So we've got 1 unit very injured, and yeah, it's over. It is over. Welcome to the tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. And
There are
that
still
was
many enemies.
pretty
Let's hope
easy.
our brothers and sisters of the council had enough time.
Regardless, we must continue until the very end of...
Well, that was lovely. Now, the one, now that we're actually going to be getting into the game itself, this is where the fun starts, right? The fun actually starts. So, Montverrac, And all of this I am going to butcher because I am not French. I do not know how to pronounce any of these words. So, forewarning everybody, I don't know how to read. I definitely don't know. I barely know how to read English, let alone French. So, Month of the Rock, I'm assuming I'm butchering that. Family bonus, gain an extra alchemist. Start with a reinforced crossbow, which is essentially the first tier up of crossbow, which is what is used by the alchemists. Start with 5 bombs, 3 antidotes, and a poison grenade. Okay. In knowledge we trust is their motto. I'm not going to read through all this crap down here. That's way too much words. Yeah. But I'll read their motto at least, right? Villenton, gain an extra flare, which is kind of like their hunter, right? Not a beastmaster, but like a hunter. Start with a reinforced bow, so an upgraded bow. 5 bombs, serrated arrows or bolts, and then poison arrows or bolts. An iron promise never bends. Okay. La Rouzoune, which you gain an extra crusader, which is the big armored guy that we started off with, right? And you get a reinforced great sword, so an upgraded 2-handed sword. 5 bomb, reinforced armor times 3 in bandages, honor by the sword. Okay. And then we have Iguiraz, sorry guys. Bonus Beastmaster with a bear, so it's a Beastmaster bear combo, not a dog. Start with a reinforced axe, 5 bomb, bandages, and a salve. United in adversity. So what we're going to do here is we can do Crusader, Beastmaster, Flare, or Alchemist. I'm a really big fan of both Alchemists and Beastmasters, period. I'm not a huge fan of starting off with a reinforced greatsword because I feel like greatswords are kind of a trap, like 2-handed weapons early on in this game. Now, to be fair, I don't have a lot of experience in this game, so let it be known. But I typically do sword and board when I start off, right? So the reinforced greatsword, I feel like I don't get much out of. Reinforced bow, I mean, not opposed to it, but let's see here. Plus, on top of that, I'm not a huge fan of this color palette. Let's just go for the one that looks the coolest, right? And this is the one that looks the coolest to me. So we're gonna pick this one. We're gonna go for the Villenton family. Okay, that is what we're going for. Executive decision made. We're gonna be deers.
A sudden and violent death, while France, in its defeat, plunges into civil war. With your family ruined, fate forces you to flee your lands and wander the roads in exile. But don't lose hope. I'm offering you a new start, a small and secluded domain within the kingdom. For now, you need only know that I was a friend of the head of your family. And
okay, so we get ourselves, we're fleeing France or part of France or wherever, right? And we're getting ourselves a nice little abode. Welcome to our new domain. 4 types of resources: gold, wood, leather, and metal. Okay. Complete the battle Breton envoy. And that is kind of what we gotta do. So, all right. So we'll go to the Great Hall. We're gonna take a look at the mappy map. And yeah. We have the Breton envoy, which gives us 800 gold, 200 a metal, basically every other resource, right? And I don't think we can actually do anything at the domain until after we complete this. Yeah, we have the Great Hall, we have the barracks, and then the map of France, which is, yeah, what we access through the Great Hall. I thought yellow and red were your Chiefs colors. Homie, just because I'm a Chiefs fan does not mean I actually like either of those colors. Like, I think both of those colors are my least favorite colors. Like, let's be honest here. Obviously, my favorite color is purple. Okay, right? Like, background, stream stuff, right? Like, obviously, my favorite color is purple. And yeah, like, but I'm okay with. I like the neutrals. I like the neutrals a lot. I'm okay with the blue. Just really don't like red or yellow, honestly, like at all. So, yeah. So I don't own very much Chiefs merch just because I don't like the color scheme of like any of their crap. How you doing, Bruce? Hopefully you're doing well, my man. Okay, so the cool thing is, right? Let's actually look into like the level of customization that we can get here in Crown Wars. So not only do you have the ability to recruit units and, you know, basically build your own little your little band of mercenaries, right? And we can look into all these unit types a little bit more thoroughly as well. But we have a ton of appearance customizations too, right? So male and female alterations, you can't really tell too much, right? You have different voices, weapon appearance. So, oh, okay. There is a bloody skin, I guess, for this. I'm not sure if I like that, honestly. Like that just, at least not for a crossbow, right? Like it just glows and it's just making a mess on the floor. Maybe if it wasn't a crossbow, I'd be okay with that. But we'll have to take a look at it. We can change the head, but you don't really get much out of changing the head because of the hat. Let's take a look at the headgear. So, okay, this must be something from pre-order or something like that. I don't know what this is. But yeah, let's change this out a little bit, right? The name is Godfried Bomber. We can actually like rename everybody as well and actually get like, you know, a unit based up for whatever we really want, right? I'm actually a huge fan of this little goatee here. So let's do that. And let's change. You know what? No, I'm okay with that. Do we have a different hairstyle that we can go for? That is definitely kind of giving me some like scholarly alchemist vibes, right? It's because purple's the best, obviously. Let's petition the league to make Kansas City Vikings happen, bring the color purple to Missouri. Team purple. Do we do war paint? I don't think we need war paint on an alchemist, right? And then hair color and everything like that should be fine. I'm not too worried about that. Oh, and that's the war paint. But speaking of team purple, right? Let's make it. Okay, so we have like little shoulder pauldrons, right? We have pouches that we can put on, but that's not really the coloration, right? And then our trousers, we can do one. Okay, we only get that. Color schemes. There we go. So our leather can change colors. We can make our leather, which is our shoes, our, you know, quiver, and our little what is this? What is this called? It's like a cowl, I guess. We can change the coloration of all of that. But more importantly, the fabric colors. Look at all these colors, guys. We're gonna go for team purple, right? You like the look of that crossbow, man? Like the blood everywhere. You sure about that, man? Oh, we can actually change the color of the metal too. That's kind of dope. Okay, I definitely don't want that, right? Let's go for like a more muted purple. And I don't think we have any, we don't have any bones or anything like that. Or wood. Okay. We have like a greenish wood too. No, that's gross. You have like a more ashen. Let's do like a lighter birch color wood, right? We can't really change the bottoms, right? But that's okay. This is this gentleman definitely has he knows a thing or two. because he's seen a thing or two, right? And then the tabard currently has no coat of arms, but we can change that, right? Like we can change it to where we have a pattern on it. Oh, okay. That's purple and green combo. All right. So we were talking about like Vikings, but we're kind of giving some like almost like Seahawks vibes here. But you can do the patterns on top of the symbols, right? And you can have all sorts of fun, weird stuff going on. You can add in like an emblem. You can do all sorts of stuff here. Customization will take the first 10 hours of my gameplay. Dude, customization, and this is just on a per unit basis, guys. Like, I'm not going to go through every unit. All right. So just so we're aware and we're all on the same page. We're just messing around right now. If anyone has any like asks for units, okay, if anyone wants like a customized unit or anything like that, leave it in like the comments of the live stream. Okay, leave it in like the comment or make a thread about it in Discord. One of the two. I do not care, but and then I'll go through and I can make customized units. But we're not going to do all this live because this is going to take forever. Like, oh my lord. But I am just going to make one character customized a little bit here, and he's going to be our little he'll probably die our first mission, let's be honest here, but hey, we're gonna have fun with it, right? Honestly, I'm kind of liking this a little bit, and let's see if there is, oh, so yeah, we can change our off color, right? So our base color is here, right? And we can do I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that's our okay. And then if we want to like red, okay, got it. We can do, honestly, I kind of did like a little bit of the green, right? Name him Overlord. Overlord or Alchemist. I mean, we can totally do that. Let's make it okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm a-okay with that, and we'll do sweet code. And congratulations, Overlord now has a character. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna save the appearance for Overlord. And we could do eventually, right? Like as we're leveling up, and man, you guys can't really see that, can you? Let's go hard left. You can't see, there's so much information on this screen, it's really hard for you guys to actually be able to see everything, right? So obviously we went into appearance, right? And you can change, you can equip consumables, and they've got alchemist armor and whatnot. We have an equipped main weapon. We can either use a reinforced bow or a crossbow. Well, we're going to use a standard crossbow right now, and not the reinforced bow, even though a reinforced bow is stronger than the standard crossbow. But yeah, when it comes down to them leveling up, we have skill trees. Okay, we can go into the apothecary or the pyrochemist route. When we hit level 2, we can pick one or the other. When we hit level 3, one or the other, and essentially you kind of splish splash between being more along the healy side and then the damagey side, right? And that's just with this particular unit. You can have a pyrochemist all out, apothecary all out, mix match, and every unit can be different, just for the alchemist, right? Next up we have your alchemist flasks. So right now we're going to use we have a heal and a fire. We could swap it out for other types of flasks, but honestly having a AoE damage as well as a heal is very important. Weapons, and then your consumables. So we are going to equip a balm, and then we'll take some shackles in as well. Probably won't use them, but hey, who knows, right? And this is the loadout of just Overlord. Now, obviously, every single unit has their own different trees, their own different equipment and weapons that we can have. There's different unit types, right? So you have your alchemists, you have your beastmasters, you have crusaders, you have your duelists, and then you have your flayers. And your flayers are technically our house's specialty. So yeah, you have to keep the tradition of Overlord dying quickly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just put too much work into customizing Overlord. Let's see if we can actually keep him alive. All right. Now, I really do like having a bear-based hunter. Bear builds are dope, okay? And we will use the... I don't know if I want to use a throw... Oh, we can actually use a crossbow or a bow as well. I was not expecting that. But Axe and Dirk is one of my favorite little combinations here. You could use Hobble instead of Grappling Strike because they do similar damage, right? It does 3 to 7 slashing versus a 4 to 8 slashing. But this has a range, okay? But we're going to be in and trying to do damage with this guy. So that's kind of our game plan here. Can you customize the bear dog? I really think you can. If I remember correctly, you can. So yeah, animal's appearance, and we can change it to where, you know, you have like a whitish bear with a brownish undercoat or a black undercoat, right? Or you do a white undercoat with like a dark. Yeah, see, you can have a nice little smoky looking bear. Oh, and then we can change the fur type too, to where there's like a different fur pattern. So this is like kind of a little bit of fun too, right? Honestly, this bear looks kind of dope like this way. I like that, but I also like this. So I don't know. I think we'll go with the white face. So yeah, you can customize your animals as well, right? And then you can customize your own appearances and whatnot too. And you know, do whatever. Have all of your little war paints and whatnot going on. But yeah, so the animal appearances had the full color palette in the demo, I think. So you could have like you know, neon green dog and whatnot, and that was hilarious. But it looks like that's not a thing anymore. So that was something I actually enjoyed seeing, just because it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna dye my animals to match my color scheme. But yeah, okay. And then we have our Beastmaster that we'll be taking in, and honestly, I'm not gonna go in and fully customize everybody else, but yeah. So each weapon has its own attacks, right? And then each unit, as they use a weapon, they gain mastery over that weapon. Okay, and that's what this stuff is right here. I'm pretty sure this is the level of mastery that this unit has, is this little square, and then it'll just slowly fill out, and then they'll be able to use all the different abilities here. But yeah, and that's about as much information as I can give you guys for right now. Because that's about all I can actually remember, because I haven't touched this game in a minute. So that being said, let's actually go, you know, play the game, right? Not just look at stuff that's all pretty. We're gonna go ahead and send us an army of companions out to our first actual mission. Of course, Overlord's got to go, right? He's the only one that's actually looking kind of spiffy. We're gonna take Willibert because he's got a bear. So Willibert will be kind of a DPS, and the bear will be definitely a bit of an off tank. I am feeling like we need another solid frontliner and then potentially another healer. Overlord's going to kind of fill out that healer role, right, with a little bit of a DPS. We don't have too much in the lines of something else, so I think we'll take Theobald because he's got a bit more of a tankiness to him. And then we will take Melisandre, maybe, I don't know. It's you don't really have healers, you just have damage and slight damage mitigation. But yeah, we're gonna make sure people at least have bombs. We'll take some poison arrows on Melisandre, and this guy doesn't even have equipables, but that's okay. And we will instead swap out his one-handed weapon. So concussive strike, 3 to 6 blunt damage on each turn. The first time the skill hits, it removes 1 armor point. And then when you lift your shield for protection, you regain 1 armor point previously lost and gain resilient. And he has 2 base armor. So, I mean, honestly, he does a really good job at lowering our armor the way he's set up. So we may actually just want to keep him that way, right? So, yeah, I think this will be good. I think we'll be okay. I'm feeling pretty confident. It's the first mission. It can't be that bad, right? Oh, right. And then we just need pastime. So our little pawn can get there. Then we can actually fight the battle. You can actually, once we get to the point where we have multiple different battles on the map, you can send out multiple squads at the same time and have them all traveling in tandem, essentially. That way you don't have to just sit there and wait as long. So getting into the actual map, right? We have our units. We technically have 5 units because we have a Beastmaster out, right? These red squares is enemy vision. So it's very similar to how XCOM is. If you guys have not played XCOM 2 before, I recommend it. If you are a fan of, if you see this gameplay and you enjoy this gameplay, and you have any form of interest in sci-fi, I recommend XCOM 2. It's a very good game. And I don't like sci-fi, so putting that out there. I'm not a huge sci-fi guy, but XCOM 2, it's a good game. But if you seem to enjoy the way that this battle, like mission wise, you go in here, you kind of like go through waves and whatnot and clear out an entire map, then you will most likely enjoy XCOM. Except XCOM has a lot more RNG and a lot more just like, are you freaking kidding me kind of things.
Very well.
So yeah, if you play that game, just be prepared to be upset. All right. And honestly, half the battle is just getting your units to where they need to be and getting them in position. The cool thing is we actually have the ability to somewhat scout this little skirmishing area ahead, right? And be like, you know what? I don't want this to go this way, right? Like, I'm gonna hide my bear. I'm gonna, yeah, you can't see that bear. Like, that bear, ain't no one seeing this bear. And that's totally not spooky at all. Just having a bear trying to hide behind a stump. Hiding by standing up, but don't worry about that. Do the enemies not advance till you get in the red dot area? So the enemies patrol, okay? The enemies will patrol and their red dot area will move. But they're not alerted until you get inside the red dot area. So what we can do,
I'll get in position,
is we can get Overlord up here ready, right? Get him into position.
My turn.
And we can do the same thing with our other units as well, right? So I know if I move my bear right here, I'm going to trigger the round start, right? And honestly, I think this is how I want everyone to be. Like, this isn't necessarily the best like starting position for everybody, but I don't want to burn more movement if I don't need to, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we are going to start the fight. So now we're spotted, right? We'll take the first shot. And now everyone else is going to be rushing, but now I know where they're finishing their turn, their movement at, right? And now I'll be able to move people accordingly. Yes. So if I had moved my Crusader up here and just hid behind this wall, Well, then I would have had to burn an action to actually get on top of this lady right here, right? And that's kind of why I didn't want to necessarily have to do that. So now what I can do is I can come right on up here and then go mace, go bonk. And then realize I missed and then go, well, mace, go bonk again. Right? And now the halberdier has 0 armor.
I'm ready.
So now, since this a unit has 0 armor, I'm feeling fairly confident that I might be able to take it out with my archer. And that's why I was feeling confident. And now I'm going to try to shoot their archer. Okay. Feeling pretty good. And now it's time for the bear to go do bear things. Bear do bear. Bear be bear. Bear. Okay. We're going to hit the archer first and foremost. So I want that archer dead. Okay. We're going to hold off on doing anything else with the bear until after I come in here and attack the archer with my beastmaster. Cool. Four to 8 slashing damage, right? What we're gonna do is we're actually going to go for shiv and see if we can poison. And we did poison. Cool. So now that we've attacked this guy, right? It triggers teamwork, and when the bear attacks, it'll do more damage. And 9 damage is a nice and sizable amount. Okay. Anyway, and now that all that's been going on, I think we actually have a shot here at doing some armor piercing. This guy is a very tanky individual. Yes, there is RNG if we can hit the enemy or not. So I will show that here. I've been clicking very quickly, right? And honestly, I need to find a better location for the camera. Honestly, bottom left is probably the best, but I have a death counter there, and the death counter is not accurate. So, top right isn't really being used in battle. So we'll go top right. So the left side is how I can easily select what unit we're gonna do, right? And let's take our archer, for example, because our archer is not necessarily going to be in a really good spot, right? So if we're gonna go for headshot, right? When I'm hovering over this, you see how it says 100% accuracy on the left, and it has a 15% critical chance on the right, and it's going to deal 2 to 5 damage. This guy's only got 1 HP, so it's going to kill him no matter what. Now, sometimes you won't actually have a 100% chance of hitting somebody, right? Otherwise, there wouldn't be there would be no point in having a percentage pop up if it's always going to be 100%. Like, there's absolutely no reason for that. So in future fights, we will hit the point where we're not necessarily hitting all the time. And we actually saw that earlier with a Theobald trying to hit someone with his mace, right? Because he missed that first swing on this lady and only hit her with the second swing. So there is missing. There is an RNG based on whether or not you can actually miss your target.
Yes.
Which I do enjoy, because that is the one thing about War Tales. That's one of the things about War Tales that kind of leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, because it's just a guaranteed slugfest. Everyone, you're always going to hit, right? So you're just going to be, duking it out, hardcore style. I'm just gonna have my bear come up here and just stand behind this stump. No worries. The ultimate scout. Nobody understands the importance of Battle Bear. He looks so cuddly too, right? It's just Battle Bear. He's a big old cuddly Battle Bear. And then we got to go find Overlord and get him at least, somewhat up here.
On my way. At your command. Very well.
So our entire objective here is to eliminate all enemies. So what we're going to have to do, and most of these skirmishing maps are fairly linear. They kind of like point you in the direction you need to go, based off of just following the roads and whatnot, right? Like I could wander off in this direction, but there really isn't much of a, like the camera won't move far that way, right? But it will move pretty far over here into the black area. So obviously this is the direction we need to head in. And if we move down, we can't move that far down, right? So it's definitely, every battle's kind of a, just a linear, go that way kind of thing. But, and they do get repetitive. Like I'm not gonna, you know, lie and say that they don't get repetitive, but I do find them enjoyable. So we have an archer up here that kind of actually has decent coverage and he's just chilling, right? I don't know if I want to necessarily, whatever. Okay, we're gonna go up there and hide. Our little Yogi Bear can definitely stay where he's at for the time being. Okay, so we have a officer over here. We have the archer up here, an officer over there. Something's over here, most likely. I'm just trying to get people moved around to where I can actually see what's going on. Like, that's kind of the only thing I'm worrying about right now, is I want to get a lay of the battlefield and get as much information as I can here, right? Before we actually start moving in. All right. We have an arbalist, and what is you? A brawler. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four units that I'm seeing as of right now, and I think if we were to just engage the officer over here, I don't know if these guys would actually get pulled in. Like, I don't think they necessarily would. But what we're going to do is we're going to get into a position where we're a little bit more prepared, right? I'm not a huge fan of how this is set up, but they may actually catch us on this one. Hey, oh yeah. I'm surprised that arbalist didn't actually catch Theobald right there. Okay. So we are honestly in a pretty freaking good spot right now. We can definitely take out the arbalist super quickly. And we have our melee units in a decent enough position where I'm feeling pretty confident. I think this is where we engage. So this headshot, we have a 90% accuracy rating with a 15% crit chance. I think we take the shot. Okay. Okay, so that basically pulls everybody, right?
Yes.
And we don't have enough range on Overlord to do what I was hoping for. And I don't necessarily want to go for a kill with him right now. What I will do is I'm going to take our Crusader, right? We're going to come up here and we're just going to bonk. That did not do very much damage, did it? 3 to 7 damage, 85% accuracy, and we missed. Okay.
I'm ready.
That's great.
Ah!
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm sensing a forming pattern here, and I'm not sure I like it. I don't like how much we're missing with our Crusader. Okay. We're not close enough for that shot either. Damn, that kind of sucks. How far can the bear move? The bear can definitely get there, right? Okay. Think about this real quick. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here and we're gonna use grappling strike. Get him to turn, right? We facing us, and now the bear's gonna come on up. And the bear's gonna be in a position to where he can attack, right? So this guy's going to die before his next turn. He just doesn't know it yet. I mean, he probably knows it now that he's got a massive bear next to him. So the bear's gonna hit, right? So Willibert triggered teamwork, right? So he initiated an attack, okay? And that gave the bear a 20% damage increase. But now that the bear has attacked, that also gives Willibert a 20% damage increase. Fuck. Okay, well, you know how I said he was about to die and he just didn't know it yet? Well, yeah, right. About that. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, you know, we man, that is a toughie. That is a grade A toughie, dude. That was terrible luck on that. Are you really gonna? Okay. And there's most likely going to be a third conflict, or a third little skirmish in this, right? So that's something I kind of want to be somewhat prepared for here. This guy did not really fight, so I do want to get the kill on him, but I don't think using my archer or my I don't think utilizing Overlord for that is a good idea. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to move Overlord right over here. Okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to reduce this guy's armor.
May justice be served.
So armor is these little bitty pips, right? These little gray pips underneath the green and the red bar, which is the health bar. So reducing their armor, obviously, each point of armor gives you like, I think it's a 10%. I honestly, I don't know the actual answer to that. So let's hold off on me trying to give you an actual idea of how much armor actually resists incoming damage, because at that point I'm just talking out of my ass, right? But we can look it up and look into the details and see if we can get some better information on that, right? But armor does give a, I really want to say it's a flat % damage reduction, if I remember correctly. Okay, so our archer actually did the archer's job, and we should, with armor piercing, be able to just do straight damage, because it ignores 2 armor points, so we didn't even need to really worry about lowering the armor amount, but that's okay. How far can the bear move? Okay, the bear can definitely get a hold of this guy, right?
Ready to go.
What we're gonna do is we are going to go for, I think the Dirk has better accuracy. It does not.
Die.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get a kill. Okay, we did. Ooh. Okay. I don't think I should have moved him yet, but hopefully the bear's got enough movement to, oh yeah, the bear's got enough movement. The bear has enough movement. All right, bear, I need you to take out this guy. I like, yeah, please. Do you have enough? I don't think you have enough damage, even if you wanted to. 4 to 6 damage? Yeah, no, we're not gonna. I mean, that guy's definitely pissing his pants right now, though. Okay, so Bear has lost his armor point.
My hand.
And the difference, real quick, the difference between a bear and a dog is one's a bear and one's a dog. But the bear has armor and is a bit tankier. Doesn't have as much movement though. And it's just more of a bruiser, whereas the dog's more agile and harder to hit. Oh, there isn't a third wave, so that was actually pretty easy. And everybody leveled up. Cool. So everyone's level 2, and everyone gains some weapon proficiency. If you're looking closely at, I don't know how big this is on your guys' screens, but right here is this little bitty bar here, and that is the progress that they're gaining on their weapon proficiency on their main hand. But yeah, everyone reached level 2, and we'll be able to actually start gaining a little bit of that sweet XP, and like, you know, picking out stuff and starting to customize their builds a little bit. So that's the fun part.
The expedition returned with worrying findings. The intruders were without doubt. It seems exile wasn't enough for your enemies. We need to find...
Okay. And now that we actually have, you know, a little bit of stuff going on here, we can start upgrading things, right? Like, we could recruit more units. We actually have the point where we have recruitment now. There isn't really much of a point in recruiting right now. We don't need more units. We could always grab more if the need arises. And then the chapel can help rehabilitate units and whatnot, and help them recover from wounds. And I think after receiving 1 wound, a companion dies on our current difficulty. So that's something that we need to be somewhat aware of, but I'm pretty sure that just means that people just insta die. But yeah, we have 1 out of 2 squads, so we can still make another squad, and we got a decent amount of resources here. Don't have the forge or anything like that unlocked yet, so that's kind of our next big thing, right? We have some more battles that we need to fight in before we actually unlock further stuff, right? Further facilities. That's the word I'm thinking of. And essentially what we have here is we have this little icon here next to our units, and that's just saying that they're returning from being out on a mission, right? And your units do like have overall damage, like Overlord's lost health because he was out on a mission, right? Willibert didn't take any damage, neither did Theobald. But I'm pretty sure Willibert's bear took damage, but I don't think his bear's health bar is really counted, which is another reason why Beastmasters are honestly kind of OP. But Overlord took some damage, so he's got to regenerate his health points, so he'll be sitting here for a little bit. But we can use Gwynelay in the meantime, right? And this is kind of like the standard like gameplay loop, right? There's people come back, they're going to be injured, they need to heal up a little bit, and then we'll send out other units. And that's one of the reasons why you need to have at least 2 full squads worth of units. And another reason why recruiting may be a pretty decent idea. And now that I've, you know, gone full circle and said, oh, we don't need new units, and now I'm like, you know what, maybe we do need more units, right? Why are you 35? Why do you cost 35 and you cost 45? You're both level 1. And as far as I'm concerned, like, it's not like you start off with specific weapons. Like, I can change your weapon type. Why do we have such a large change in costs? Like, the difference between you and you is 10 gold. And I can customize what you look like. Why? That makes no sense to me. Okay, anyway, before I, you know, continuously rack my brain to try and figure out why I can't do something. duelist special abilities, they basically get 2 separate weapon sets. So you can have a tank and a DPS set equipped and swap between them based off the need in battle. That's like their big gimmick. Crusaders, big bruisers that, you know, shred armor, kind of just, you know, they in there into the thick of it. Flayers, a pretty good damage output. They can be either melee or range. Primarily, you're going to want them as a range unit. And this is still a ranged weapon, it's a ranged throwing axe. Beastmaster, you saw me use and abuse a bear. That's basically the Beastmaster. They fight better when you have them and their animal target the same thing. And then alchemists heal and deal damage with their special little flasky flasks. So yeah, all things considered, that's about the biggest explain it like I'm 5 rundown of each class I can give you guys. But yeah, let's go to the Great Hall and we'll see where the next mission is, and let's see if we've got a chance of being able to see what we got. We have a standard skirmish over here, right? That's always available, and then we have an assassination up here that's always available. This gives 250 of everything and 500 gold. This does as well. Cool. So what we're going to do is we are going to send a... No, we're not going to send one to the closer one. We're actually going to send one to the further away one. My thought process, right, as to why we're going to the one that's further away is because it's a 12-day journey. It'll give us time for our other group to get back and then start recuperating. And by the time that we fight the next fight, we can start sending out another one to the closer one and just continuously like try to keep people up and going. And worst case scenario, we can just, you know, recruit some more units. I don't think we want to put a lease out there, but I do think we want to send out probably one of our duelists, right? We'll take out Adric. And you know what? Because we have 2 ranged units here, we are not going to send out a Flayer. We're going to do a Crusader and a Duelist combo. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I think we'll be okay. And then we'll take a quick look-see at everyone's gear. We have a one-handed sword and then a shield on one of the duelists, and then if his second set is it's a dagger and a dirk, right? Okay, cool. And yeah, dagger, that'll be a decent amount of damage. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but we'll see how it goes. The Beastmaster here, I'm okay with using the reinforced bow. Reinforced bow is actually pretty strong right now, because it's been upgraded. It's our only thing that is upgraded. And do we have a couple of bombs that we'll be able to take for the time being, so that's one of the things we should probably try to aim for. Just have a couple of heals in the off chance that we need them, and hopefully nobody dies. What does the greatsword do again? You perform a powerful horizontal strike that deals 4 to 6 slashing damage in the area of effect. Okay, well, what if I don't want that? What about a mace? Okay, what about a halberd? 2 units are hit by this skill. You perform it again with a penalty to power. Okay. Removing 1 armor point with a 2-handed hammer. Okay. And then if I remember correctly, hold the line. Yeah, when we upgrade halberd, right, and we actually get to the 2nd level of halberd, we can start regenerating armor points. Removes an armor point with a great sword. Yeah, okay, so the greatsword does not gain any way to regenerate armor points, which is kind of big. And I think what we want is we actually want to use the halberd and get this at least set up as a halberd user. So I feel like the halberd will be pretty good for sustainability. Okay, and these guys are on the way out. And now we're actually going to just pass the time here, watch our little pawns move around on the map. let's get prepared to send out companions. I don't know how we're looking on. Looks like Overlord's still working on a healing up. So he's almost healed, but not quite. So we'll be able to send these guys out on a new mission here pretty shortly, but just not quite yet. By the time that these guys get there and we fight this battle, we'll be able to send out this next battle probably. But yep, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so
Ready to enter the fray.
this is an assassination mission. All right, so this isn't just a eliminate everybody on the board. This is, we need to kill this one specific halberdier, and we have to kill this unit. If we do not kill that unit and he manages to escape or whatever happens, right, we fail the mission. That's kind of the, yeah, that is how this works.
Yes.
So there does not have to be, you know, every mission has its own little scenarios and whatnot, and it's not necessarily the exact same thing every time, which is nice.
Very well.
Okay. And I know the last fight, we kind of just brute forced our way through everything. I'm going to take my time a little bit here since I don't have a bear that can just, you know, free health pool sponge tank. And if you see my dog here only has 20 HP, the bear had like 28, and the bear had a piece of armor. The dog is not armored at all. That dog will get a cut down pretty quickly. So we need to be kind of careful here about poor little Fido. But the dog does work out pretty well as a scout because it's pretty fast, right? So, and I believe the dog does like apply bleed as well. Let's see here. So we're gonna send our dog right on up here, see if we can actually see anything, right? Not really able to see too much.
Yes.
At least not yet. Put our halberdier dry over here.
Yes.
And I am going to be getting our archers into a place that will be able to attack from building to building. Right. That's kind of the game plan here. Is I want us to be able to get like good sneaks in or whatever, good sneak attacks, and be in a good position where we can probably try to take out that halberdier really quickly. But that halberdier, right, this enemy up here has an armor point, and we don't have crossbows on either of our two range units. And I feel like that will actually make a difference because this guy's got armor and we're used to kind of like ignoring armor. We haven't really had to focus on armor as much, but I feel like that may actually make a difference here. So something for us to be on the lookout for, right? And we have a dog that's readily available. I don't think the dog can go up a ladder though. Last I checked, I don't think a dog cannot use a ladder. Okay. We're gonna end our turn and we're gonna see how this goes. All right. So serrated arrows and bolts, 3 to 6 piercing damage with a chance to inflict bleed on the target, can only be equipped if the companion uses a bow or crossbow. Okay. And then we have the fire flask, and then headshot. If the attack's a critical hit, it's a chance to inflict blinded. Okay. Now let's see if I can see what armor actually does, right? Can I like pull up your actual character info? No, not really. Hold up. Maybe there's information over here. Buffs, resilient. Okay, debuffs. Okay, that's nice, but it doesn't tell me armor. Okay. Oh. All right, so that's just buffs and debuffs. Cool. Okay. Not the info I was actually hoping for, but I guess I'll just have to make do, and we'll have to read up when we go to the base next time. How do I want to initiate, right? So
At your command.
you attack the target's weak point and 5 to 7 slashing damage that ignores 1 armor point, right? So we have 1 armor pierce essentially right here. And then this does not ignore armor. It just gives you the opportunity to attack twice. If you line up multiple units in one attack.
Ready to go.
Okay. How far can our dog move? That's another question. Our dog can get... Our dog's not going to be able to get there. Not within a realistic... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and wait 1 more turn. That is the goal. We are going to wait 1 more turn, and hopefully they don't see the dog. Hopefully they don't see the dog, and we're fine. And I think we'll get a victory if we kill this guy first and foremost. All right.
At your command.
%, accuracy. We're gonna send it. 3 to 6 damage. That's really not that much damage, but we're gonna be blitzing really freaking hard on that. Oh boy. I am not liking this at all, but we're gonna have to send it, aren't we? We're gonna have to send it. Sending it.
Give up.
And they dodged. Okay. $15 turns left before defeat. And they're running down, and they ran over here. Okay. To be honest, that's not the end of the world. And now I've got the dog that can actually get on top of them. All right. So
I won't disappoint you.
do you have a line of sight on them? You do from here. Then that's where we're gonna go. And you are gonna try to shoot them.
Give up.
Oh, that is not gonna be an easy shot. Yep, I kind of figured. It was a shot, but I did not assume that that was gonna work at all. Okay. Set 1 versus set 2. I think we're in a pretty decent spot here. We're going to see if we can apply some bleed. Or maybe not bleed, but poison. Resisted poison. Okay, so much for that. And now let's do precision
Just
cut.
warming up.
And how much... I don't know how much range we actually have here with the halberd. I don't know if they have to be right on top of us or not. They do not. They do not at all. I am a-okay with that. All right, now I don't want to int my archer here, but I do want us to actually have a chance at, you know, getting... yeah, this isn't gonna work. So what we're gonna need to do is we are going to use a fire flask.
Damnation!
And now we have 90% accuracy because he doesn't have cover. Hey, look at that. All right, easy peasy. All right, dog. Nice. We have 2 rounds until reinforcements come, so we really need to just kind of take this guy out and be done with it. Super quick like. Okay.
Out of my way! God guides my hand.
Yes? Don't expect mercy.
Boom. Assassinated. Now we need to get out of Dodge.
At your service. On my way.
And what I did there was I rerouted it to where I didn't just auto path through this guy. Use that by selecting left control
At your command.
as I was trying to move. That's kind of the goal there. All right.
Ready.
We are definitely going to be in a little bit of a pickle if we don't get the fudge out of Dodge here. Do I have a line of sight? I do have a line of sight on this guy. Let's see if I can actually take him out. Because if I can somehow whittle them down while still using our full movement towards the extraction point, I'm going to feel very good. I'm hoping we don't lose any units in this, but you never know, honestly.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Yes?
Let's at least try to do some damage here, right? Attempt to. Okay, and we're going to tank the attack of opportunity. Okay. The dog does not seem to take an attack of opportunity. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do some damage to the knight here. And then we're going to get the dog over here. And that means I don't need to worry as much about what's going on with this guy, right? I do know that if I move him through here, we're going to be in for a bit of a pickle. What about up here? That'll give us 1 attack, so I'm fine with that. That'll give us at least one attack to try and whittle this guy down. He does have 2 armor, so probably won't be doing too much damage, but hey, 4 damage is still 4 damage. We have not very much time until this reinforcement wave comes, and hopefully these guys split up, right? And they did. So they did split up. We have 1 round. Okay, so we are still getting reinforcements. That's unfortunate. No, I did not mean to. Oh my god. I meant to click on you. That's dumb.
I won't disappoint
okay,
you.
well, that's nice to know. Kind of irritating, but whatever. What we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and whittle this guy down still.
Give up.
slowly but surely whittling them down. This is what armor is kind of spooky, right? It's because it's a definitely not fun to deal with. Like, this guy's kind of just like, you know, hard as hell to kill right now. All right.
Don't expect mercy.
And we don't have any actual armor removal here. So,
God guides my hand.
we're just going to go and pray that we can kill this guy here. Get him nice and low.
I'll be quick to finish.
I don't want any of these guys to actually take an attack of opportunity at this point. We're getting kind of low on HP, and I don't unnecessarily damage them. This isn't a good idea. Dodge. Nope. Guess not.
Out of my way.
Do you have a line of sight on them from over here? I guess not. Okay.
I won't disappoint you.
Don't want to do that. Okay, cool.
At your service. On the move.
Yes. I'll get in position.
We'll get these guys on up here. And we are going to... Man, I kind of want to heal myself with this, right? But also... healing our frontliner may be a better option. We can use a balm on ourselves to at least try to patch that up a little bit. We have 12 turns to get over here, and they have reinforcements somewhere. Somewhere they have reinforcements. %95 accuracy straight up. Boom. I'm okay with that. Oh. I have actually never seen that that finisher there, guys. Like that. I did not expect to see that. I did not expect to see an archer just straight up a you know, curb stomp a guy, but that was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. And we'll set up Overwatch over here and hopefully it actually does something, but who knows. Overwatch did not work out that well in the demos and whatnot. AI just automatically ignored and avoided Overwatch areas, but who knows. Oh, hey, we actually got a shot off. That's actually really cool. Legolas could learn a thing or two. Dude, that point blank shot to the head, shove him to the ground, and then just repeatedly stomp him down. I mean, if it works, it works, right? But oh my lord, dude, that was a little brutal, don't you think? Okay, so I don't think there's going to be another round of reinforcements, so we should be in a pretty decent position here. But I am kind of spooked out to the fact that I've got a freaking archer over here that's just like straight up in a really bad location, right? What we are going to do is we're going to set up Overwatch for right here.
My turn.
Ooh, 10 damage. Resisted blind. Okay. Okay. That was pretty nice. I'm feeling really good about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get behind this cover here, right? That did not work at all. Okay, well. Oops is all I'm going to say on that. Oops. And yeah, we're just gonna we're gonna waste that. Yeah, that kind of sucked. We did do some damage. I'm not sure if I really want to send the dog out here and go for that right? I kind of want the dog to just be in a safer spot for at least one round and not necessarily take unnecessarily damage, right? So that's the goal here. I want them to come to me. We got more reinforcements on the way? Oh no. We need to freaking go. We need to move.
I'm ready. On my way. Give up.
Okay. I did one shot to that guy, and now we're gonna move. Right? And that's exactly what we're gonna do with the dog, too. Dog's gonna come up here. Bite. Cool. Now the dog's going right on up here. Onto the, this beast hunter.
God guides my hand. Yes.
Hopefully we're gonna get a headshot in. Okay. And technically we did get a headshot in. All right, now we're gonna run. This game will have PvP. I don't know if this game has PvP. I do not know.
My blade is yours. On my way.
I'm not sure how well it would translate for PvP, honestly. Like, I could see it not being terrible, but I mean, at that point, it's just kind of like chess, right? Like, just, yeah.
I won't disappoint
And
you.
then we have... We're gonna move on up to here.
On my way.
Five damage, point blank. Okay. Dodged. Okay. We're still doing pretty good. How much time do we have until reinforcements come in? One more turn, I think. How you doing, Pedro? You doing good, my man?
Ready to go.
How do I want to do this? Let's see here.
Die. My blade is yours.
Okay, Beast Master is down, or Beast Hunter is down.
I was trained for this.
Get the halberdier nice and low, right? Do I have a line of sight? I do if I move up here. Cool. I'm going to try and take out the halberdier without needing to waste our movement point on our Crusader. And we did. Cool. Beautiful. Now we can get our Crusader up here into the evacuation point. And we could have them extract right now,
Yes.
but I'm not going to. We have one turn until reinforcements come in. I want to get everyone as close to this extraction point as possible. That way we can get them all out at the same time. That is terrifying. You guys don't get an attack round right now, do you? Okay. How far can you move?
Yes.
Can you get all the way? Okay, you can. Cool. You are out. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I now understand how this works. So anyone outside the extraction zone will take a wound. That's not what we want whatsoever. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to slowly but surely move people around.
I'll get in position.
Okay. And we can just go for a headshot right from behind, because why not?
On my way.
We're gonna get everyone up into the extraction zone. Get our dog right on up here. I mean, I don't even think the dog needs to be here, but we're gonna do it anyway. Funsies, right?
Yes.
And now, how often do we actually get the chance of seeing how the mighty thrust works?
God guides my hand.
And we get a second attack in. Oh man, that is so freaking cool. All right, and now we're gonna extract because everyone's good. Boom. That's a clean dub right there, guys. We're gonna brush our shoulders off. I'm good, dude. Thanks for asking. Starting to follow you in a few weeks. Saw some War Tales content. Became a fan. First time seeing you live. Hey man, welcome to the live stream, my man. And glad you enjoyed the War Tales content. Okay. So we managed to actually get out of there without anyone dying, which is always a win, right? Like that's really nice. I did not expect it to go that smoothly. And it doesn't look like it looks like we got a lot more experience from that than what the previous fight was. So that was definitely a harder fight than what the first mission was. Halberd, my new favorite. He looks awesome. Well, it's only when they're right on top of each other, right? Like we essentially got 4 attacks there. 8 if you, okay. So a halberd attacking a single unit does, you know, so much damage, right? So, and then when you manage to attack 2 units, you're doing the same damage roll, but against 2 units. So it's kind of like you're getting 2 attacks in, right? Well, the special effect of a halberd is that if you hit 2 units with your attack, it attacks again after that for reduced damage. So you're getting 4 damage rolls for every 1 attack when you're attacking 2 units with the halberd. So it is pretty nice. Okay, and the forge gives you upgrade various weapons and armors that your companions use. Every upgrade requires resources and takes time. So this is how we'll be able to, you know, reinforce our daggers, reinforce our halberd, give us better armor, you know, all the fun stuff. Well, yeah, we can reinforce armor too. Reinforcing armor, I think, is more important than reinforcing weapons, at least at the start. But yeah. And now we've got a bunch of people that are ready for leveling up. First and foremost, let's take a look at Overlord, because he's actually been healed up, right? Pause. I will be right back, guys. Give me a moment here, and we'll come back and start planning and doing all the brainstorming and whatnot, right? I'll be RB. All right, I'm back. Time to talk shit about Cloud now that he's gone. Oh wow, so original. All right. Overlord, let's see here. Overlord can get the alchemical pitch. When you throw a flask of pitch enhanced through alchemical research, which creates a large surface of pitch on impact, slows units within the surface area of or who cross it. And then we have questionable science. You throw a foul-smelling concoction that has a chance to inflict weakened on units within the area of effect. Okay. And then, okay, all right. You know what? Having a slow aura versus a weakened aura. Actually, I really want to say the pitch is more important, right? Weakening reduces damage of the output down, and you guys can't even see my crap because I'm in my big ugly mug's in the way, right? So we're going to go with the pitch, right? That's what I'm selecting here. Sorry about that, guys. The questionable science is useful, right? It'd be very useful when you're taking on like a boss that's guaranteed to hit you already right, like they're already got you like tied down. But the pitch will be more useful for that kiting type of scenario, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Is I want to be able to control where enemies are approaching me from. And that's why I went with the pitch, at least on this, right? And then, you know, Overlord's kind of going to be more on the healing side. So once we get the pitch, we'll probably go and get the experimental bomb, which gives us better poison and healing. And the unstable prowess, make it to where your damage from your fire flasks are, you know, higher, and then increases area of effect of flaccid acid flasks. Yersinia pestis, you throw a flask that releases a harmful substance chance to inflict poison and despair on units within the area of effect, grants an additional flask slot. And then you have alchemical blast, containing an unstable mixture, creates a fire surface, destroys wood and partial cover, and deals 2 to 4 fire damage, grants an additional flask slot. Okay, all things considered, that was a pretty quick and easy level up for him. And let's go Gwynely, let's actually give you the questionable science one, just so I have one of each, right? Adric, you will be using Mark because you're kind of a ranged hunting boy, right? Willibert, you're going to be using the coordinated strike because you're a melee hunting boy. Elise, let's see here. You are going to be doing Verdict because Verdict is best used on a two-handed unit and a more offensive unit. Honestly, Verdict would be pretty good for someone who's just going to sit there too. But let's use the Protector, since you're going to be kind of a... You seem to be more of a shieldy boy. I mean, that's kind of the tropes we're going with, at least right now, right? Folks, I have no idea if I said that right, but Falquez. Ah, yes, Falquez Dupuy. Yeah, we may need to rename you. let's see here. Weapons Master. You strike and make expert use of your weapon, dealing 5 to 7 slashing damage and inflicting a debuff based on the equipped weapon's damage type. Blunt is prone, piercing is bleeding, and slashing is weakened. Whereas Scoundrel, you increase your critical hit chance and deal 5 to 7 slashing damage, and if you attack from behind, you ignore their armor. So both of these are pretty good, but we're going to go ahead and go for a Weapons Master. Scoundrel would be really, really nice if we were using a duelist as more of a flanking unit, right? Melisandre, we Lone Wolf. If no units within a 3-cell radius of you, you gain 15% bonus chance to critical. Or Caltrops. We're going to use Caltrops because I like the damage as well as slow, right? And this isn't essentially a slow, but it works as a slow because it costs more movement for you to go through the Caltrops, which is effectively the same thing as getting slowed through like pitch, right? I don't know why they're using different verbiage between Caltrops and pitch. They're the same freaking thing, except one does damage and one doesn't. So I'm assuming Caltrops has a smaller area of effect, and pitch probably has better area of effect. I don't know, but one, yeah. Oh, well, I guess, okay. I do know why they use different verbiage. The pitch applies slowness, which is a debuff, which reduces your movement range, and it probably still holds effect after you're outside of the pitch. Caltrops does not. So, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And now that we're actually here, hold up, pause. I actually have a very important thing I want to look at. Armor. Fucking armor. Armor. Please explain to me what armor is. Okay, I understand these things. Boys, I'm hovering. If I hover over this, you tell me what this is. You tell me all the things, but this, you do not. Okay. I'm gonna go pause. No, it's not gonna be under options, probably. Help. Don't you dare tell me it's only buffs. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. All right. Someone explain to me what armor does. I know it has to do something, obviously. I know it has to do something. But what does it do? What exactly does it do? Okay. Maybe, just maybe, it'll tell me something somewhere else, right? Regaining an armor point, right? Okay, cool. I understand that you regain an armor point. What is armor? I'm hovering. Your helmet and armor options. I mean, we could take a look, right? Like, it's not gonna. I really don't think that's gonna do anything for us. But I mean, we can look. Okay, this headgear is cool and everything, but it does not match any of the body armor. Like, Okay, let's go to the Forge. Let's go to the Forge. Maybe the Forge will tell us. All right, Forge, what do you got? We're going to go to the armor section. Armor points. Cool. Is my head in the way? My head's in the way. This is why I'm groaning, by the way. Just oh my god. It should not be this hard to figure out what something is in your game, by the way. If anyone out there is a developer for Crown Wars, please, for the love of God, make it easier to figure out what something is. Health is health, okay. Armor is armor. Okay. Armor points. Health. Cool. Okay. I get that. All right. Well, let's go back to the barracks, and we're gonna keep hovering over stuff. I guess I don't know. I do not know. Crusader armor. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not what I need to know. Okay. We have a mace and a shield. Awesome. Previously lost and gain resistance. Help me. You don't freaking tell me what a single point of armor does? Like, guys. We don't want you guys to know the math. I don't know if that's the case. All I know is that this is a little frustrating, to say the least, because I don't have the information that I want here available anywhere. At least not from where I can see. Codex. Oh. No. Okay, that's not what I need. No. Okay. Oh, I can change my coat of arms. I can actually change all. Oh, that's kind of cool. Details. Nope, that's not what I need. Back. What no. Maybe reduces the crit change. So I know armor is a flat reduction to incoming damage. I don't know what the percentage is. I want to know what the percentage is, but I can't find that information anywhere. And I swear it was available somewhere at one point. But I don't think I can. I have not been lucky enough to actually see what we've got here. Damage dealt by skills. Landing of a successful hit is accuracy. Critical. Okay. Chances of dodge as reflexes will as well as reducing accuracy of enemy units. Increases chance of last stand and resisting debuffs. And then movement. Okay, that all makes sense. I understand that. Can someone explain to me what our little armor pip does? Okay. Companions with less the maximum HP can't be sent into battle. When companions fall in battle, they sustain a wound and need time to rehabilitate in the chapel. If companions receive the maximum number of wounds possible, they die the next time they fall in combat. You can acquire new companions through recruitment. The companions have different class and weapon levels. By upgrading the barracks, you can recruit better companions. Cool. Okay, so that was actually a nice amount of information there. Maybe the forge will give us something. Upgrade weapons and armor. When you upgrade an equipment item, the item is upgraded for all companions at certain armor levels. Your companions can equip more consumables. Okay. Let's go ahead and armor. Man, okay. You know what? We are going to upgrade our... Okay, so that's 12 days. They're all 12 days, right? Let's go ahead and we're gonna upgrade our... Who do I want to upgrade first? Let's do Crusader, right? Let's just go ahead and do that, right? That'll give us the 3 armor points. Whatever armor points does, will give us 3 armor points on our Crusader, and hopefully that helps something. I don't freaking know at this point. And let's get prepared to send out a group over here to our next little unit here. So we're going to take out Overlord, Willibert Theobald, and then instead of having let's still use a flare, right? We'll use we can use Melisandre, that's fine. Okay, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. We have armor reduction, we have armor piercing. Yeah, we should be pretty good. that's one of the big things, guys, is as we get further into the game, we need to have the ability to either remove or ignore armor, right? So yeah, track down, eliminate enemies. We're in the top right corner, so you guys can't really see any of this. Yeah, there's text here. I'm not going to read the entire thing. It's like a paragraph. That's a lot of words, guys. A lot of words. I don't know exactly what type of battle this is going to be, because I mean, it says skirmish on the map, but the last one was skirmish and it ended up being like an assassination mission. So, or maybe that one said assassination and I just didn't read. Who knows? I sure don't. Okay. Track down and eliminate all enemies.
Remember, no
Okay,
quarter.
we can do that. I can definitely do that. Okay. Okay, is there a way for me to select somebody? Okay, I just any chance that I can just see more information somewhere about armor? I guess not. Nah, that's armor is something heavy in which you wear. That is about as that is all I've got right now. Make it better. Okay. I don't want to move the bear all the way up there, even though he definitely could make it all the way up there, right? Definitely could. I don't think that's the play. Well, you know what? Screw it. Send everybody up here. We don't need to have everyone in cover, like at the beginning. We really don't. We could definitely use cover, and like it'd be kind of nice. But honestly, I think what we really need to do is we just need to get people up into
Consider it done.
a position that we'll be able to leverage whenever these guys see us, right? So, and if we can get our ranged units up
Ready to go.
into a pretty nice like Overwatch position and actually utilize Overwatch, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot, right? Do a little bit of the guerrilla tactics. Okay, so these guys don't seem to be moving. Okay, and we just have, you know, a little open area, right? Okay.
Ready
How
when
far
you
can
are.
you move? You can move right up here.
Consider it done.
Okay, so I'm going to move you right up here, and we're going to set you up for Overwatch right there. Okay,
At your command.
you are going to move to right here. Okay, how far is your Overwatch range? I mean,
I'll keep watch.
I think that's pretty decent, right?
At your command.
Never mind the ridiculousness that we're about to see, guys. How everyone is literally just standing barely outside of range. Don't mind the bear that's 5 feet out of your view range. Don't mind that. Oh man, that okay. All right.
At your command. I'll keep watch.
Okay, we're gonna pop an Overwatch real quick. Oh, that actually kills their. Okay, that kills the rest of their turn. Definitely. Okay, well that makes sense. That's fine. I understand it now. Kind of wish I had paid a little bit more attention, but it's okay. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna cry loudly. Okay. We irritated them. They're coming this way. We missed. Well, that was a waste of an entire turn. That is absolutely tragic. And Theobald, you are freaking in a tough situation, my guy. The good news is is I can throw a fire flask now. The bad news is if I want to hit everybody, I'm also hitting Theobald. And I don't think I want to do that. So we're gonna pray a little bit here. We're gonna just pray that this works. So armor piercing, this lovely little doohickey here, right? Ignores up to 2 pips of armor. So we're able to go through armor there. And now, before we actually attempt to do, boom, okay, we got rid of 1 piece of armor there. And now I'm going to see if I can get rid of a piece of armor on one of these other units. Could go for a 75% chance there. Okay, well, they're both 75% chance. If I were to hit this guy again, he's not going to lose another piece of armor. So that's why we're not going to do that. We're going to do one of these other guys. I'm going to go for this one. Bah. On each turn, the first time the skill hits, it removes 1 armor. So it's based off of the first time the skill hits, not first time someone gets hit by the skill. Okay. Reading is fundamental. This is why I'm just not good at reading, my dudes. That's okay. Because we're gonna ferociously scratch this guy and make him very, very uncomfortable. We're gonna have him so uncomfortable, actually. All right, that was pretty cool. We're gonna do coordinated strike on this guy because it gives us a free attack, right?
I won't disappoint you.
And now we need to go for a kill, and we're gonna go for this guy. We're gonna see if we can take out the knight. Okay, knight down. Little less spooky now, right? We're in a much better position here, but it's still not looking too hot.
I feel
our Beastmaster just got crit, so he's now blinded and bleeding, which isn't good. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea how to get rid of blind and bleeding. Does a healing flask do that? Will this actually fix you? No. No, it did not. Okay. Noted. That's kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Okay. Anyway.
Yes?
So I had a look on Google, Reddit, Steam, and not seeing anything to explain armor layers. Hey, man. Don't you love it? Don't you just freaking love it? All right, hold up, you bear. Bear, do bear things. Go roar. Thank you, bear. Good bear. Good bear. Ooh. Okay. I have an idea.
Yes?
Okay, maybe I don't have an idea. Thought I had an idea. All right. We are in the business of praying. Pray. Thank you. Had to pray pretty hard on that one. Oh, that is a bad idea. That was a terrible blunder. I need to kill this halberdier before they're able to move.
Ready to go.
Nice.
No mercy.
Okay. So another thing, ladies and gents, is that the one thing that I am not utilizing right now is that you have a better chance of hitting somebody when you are directly behind them. And the other thing is that units will always turn to face you after you attack them. So instead of going up there and attacking them twice in a row, like I did over here, like a dummy dumb, right? What I should have done is I should have juggled, and I'll demonstrate juggling here in a bit. Can you stop bullying my Beastmaster, my guy? Like, homie, can you not see that he's already kind of hurting right now?
I won't fail you.
All right, so first and foremost, right, 95% accuracy from right behind. Boom. He's gonna turn. I guess he won't turn if I do that. Okay, is it because he's at a corner? Like, what?
Yes?
I'm learning so many new things right now. Everything I thought I knew is a
The
lie.
hunt is on.
Okay, so here's the next question. How much damage am I going to take from bleed? Am I still bleeding? Oh, so it'll tell me deals damage at the start of each turn. And I have 4 turns of that. Okay. I don't know how long blinded's gonna last for either, so hopefully not forever. But well, at this point, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Okay, get our bear up and running, right? I don't think our bear actually needs to be right here. I think our bear could. There's 3 enemies right here, right? Yeah, you go do that, bear. Yeah, you go do your thing. Bear be barren. Okay.
Yes?
We have pitch and we have fire, right? So what we're going to probably end up doing here is we're going to have to leverage both of those things. I really hope our Beast Master does not die. This guy is going to be in for a really rough time. Wait, is he good? Is Willibert good? I think Willibert is good. Yeah, Willibert's done. Okay, so he just took 4 damage from. Okay. That's good. I'm glad that that's over.
At your service.
Freaking hurt a bit, but okay. Yeah, that's fine.
With
Everything's
me.
fine. We're fine. Okay. And now that that's kind of how this is going to go, right? So let's get everyone into a good position here.
Consider it done.
Overlord, how far can you throw this? You cannot throw it far enough. What about alchemical pitch? Now the pitch, that's going to be pretty helpful. I'm not going to lie. I think I want to do this, right? I think we throw this. Then we see what happens, right? I think we eat it. And now everyone's slowed that's over there. And now what we can do, we can throw some fire in there too. Does that light all the pitch on fire? Yeah, it does. Hell yeah. Okay. I was hoping that that was the case, but I did not know for sure. I was kind of,
Get in position.
you know, kind of winging it a little bit there, but it seemed to work out. Everything's fine. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some caltrops.
Caltrops here.
I'll keep watch.
Pop down an Overwatch.
Very well.
And then we're going to get into a defensive stance here. Get ready for these guys to come towards us, because we got 3 of them, right? They're all just going through all this AoE crap.
Ready when you are.
Okay. And now we have a lovely flare here that's about to have a really bad day.
Let's go.
And we're going to use coordinated strike. That should be enough. It is not enough. All right, let's try it again. Okay, cool. That's taken care of. So we took care of the one straggler over here by tag teaming them with a bear and whatnot. These guys are taking a ton of damage, right? And they applied poison to their own guy. Okay. %, accuracy, point blank. Hell yeah. Go for a quick stabby stab. Headshot onto this bruiser. Bruiser's down.
Disappoint you.
Theobald's gonna take a bit of damage here. This guy's sitting in fire. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get Theobald out of here, right? He is poisoned. He's gonna take some damage, but that's okay. Now, I'm not too sure how much more. Oh, no, this is definitely it. So what we can do is we can just end our turn, and this guy's going to die. Yeah, okay. So that went pretty good. Like, no one died, right? Well, none of our guys died. Did anyone level up? Did we get new tiers of weapon mastery? No? Okay, well, we got pretty close to leveling up to 3 on everybody. I'm okay with that. Okay, and we have unlocked the laboratory. Research formulas to unlock new consumables. Research costs resources and takes time, but allows you to buy new consumables from the buy screen. Okay, so the salve is burn, removes burn. Reinforced armor, items to repair armor damage during battles. Cool. What's armor? Oh my god, freaking game. Poison grenade, all right. Antidote, cures poison, okay. And bandages, cures bleed, okay. Well, all this, so cures burn, applies poison, removes poison, removes bleed, and replenishes armor. Okay, and then an enhanced balm is just a better heal, right? And then we have fire arrows, pitch grenade, which is a slow grenade, okay. And then enhanced bandages. Reinvigorates the target after use. I'm assuming that means applies healing or something like that, right? Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just research antidote. We've got money, right? Like, we might as well be researching something constantly at some point in time. As long as we have stuff, we should be spending it. I don't know how long this guy's gonna take on armor. Oh, he's got 8 days. Okay, that's yeah, that's okay. Cool. We're gonna go and look at the great big map. We have 2 sets coming back here, and then we have the Royal Agreement, which is always available. I'm assuming this is our next main story mission. So we're going to oh cool, our Crusader armor has been finished, so let's go, and we are going to get us a new armor upgrade. Let's do Beastmaster this time. Okay, I see how upgrade to forge level 2. Do we have all the materials? We do. Okay, so Forge level 2 gives us refined armor, which is even better than what the reinforced armor is, right? So that gives us tier 2 armor, and then you get, or this is, I guess I would say that this is tier 2 armor, and then instead of just base, unless we call this tier 1 and then basic's basic, then 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to flawless armor. The flawless armor actually looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Some of that actually looks pretty dope. So, oh, the flawless armor is like the stuff that we were that we had in the intro. Okay. Oh, all right. So that's why we have that. We have that little research bubble off on the right. We now have antidote researched. Let's go ahead and research bandages for the time being. We will be going through quite a bit of stuff here. So shackles, capturable unit. I really don't know what a capturable unit is. We don't have too much gold here to buy a bunch of stuff, right? So we're gonna hold off because we just went and upgraded our forge. And I don't know why I went back to the forge. Let's go to the map, right? We're going to give it a little bit of time, but I don't think... Okay, so we get teeth, right? Which is essentially taxes, I'm assuming. So, yeah. So we got a little bit of money from that. We should have people close to being fully healed. That's not close at all. And we're not sending 3 level 1s and Overlord out there. That is a very good way for us to lose Overlord. And unfortunately, I do know that Overlord is like, you know, it's kind of the running shtick is that Overlord always dies. But that doesn't mean I want to actively just sacrifice Overlord to the gods, okay? Like we're not gonna just purposefully, intentionally get our units killed. That's not what we're doing here. Like we just because we can hire new units doesn't mean I want to continuously deal with that. Okay, Beastmaster armor actually just got finished on upgrading. Let's go back to the forge. See if we got anything else that we can actually upgrade here. Let's take a look at armor wise, right? We can increase flare or duelist or alchemist armor. Let's go for duelist because that'll give us another armor pip. And I'm all about getting armor pips. Well, you know, I say that, but I still don't know what armor is. So maybe I shouldn't be all about armor pips, right? Like, why do I like armor so much if I don't know what it does? I'm assuming it does something. Okay, do we actually have everyone healed up enough to do this? Oh yeah, we definitely do now. So we're gonna send out Overlord. We'll send out Theo, right? Falquez we can send out. I really wish we had... I'm okay with this. Honestly, I think this will work. Adric, Falquez, and Theo. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. It's not the best potential like combination we could have, but I'm feeling pretty good. And then we can, you know, make sure that these guys have, you know, one antidote and one. Yeah. We'll be okay. We should be okay with this. Now we're going to pass our time and send it. The squad arrives at battle for the royal agreement. One of your squads has reached a battle. Let's frickin' send it, boys.
Well, do you have news from the Navarrese?
No, madame, still none.
Perhaps this attempt at peace is pointless. If they don't arrive soon, we'll move out and tell the Dauphin that Charles de Navarre wants to continue the war.
I'm Blanche de Navarre. Free us, please.
Okay, so now we need to eliminate the mercenaries. And there be some red stuff out and about. There's them little red dots. I don't know if we have any interactables. Not seeing any interactables. Let's go ahead and move Theo over here with his 3 armor points. Oh man, look at that.
That's
3
command.
armor, guys. What's armor do? I do not know, but hey, we got 3 of it. There's a ballista, and I am spooked now. We need to be very careful, my dudes. Ballista it ain't nothing to a scoff at. That thing will,
Understood.
that will end us very quickly if we are not careful. All I'm going to say
At your
is
service.
that is a not to be trifled with, as they would say. Looks like we have a ballista and a catapult over here. Okay. All right. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about that, actually. So let's get our boy Falquez over here, right? I don't know if I'll be able to turn this thing around, but we may be able to. End our turn. And if there's enemies outside these walls, there are. Fudge. Okay. Can we get this to turn around and target inside? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Did they not see us? Okay. I kind of cannot believe that they did not see that, but all right. Oh no. This is kind of spooky. I'm gonna be honest, my dudes.
Yes.
I don't know how to do this. Like, I guess we could just go for the 100% accuracy on this guy, right? But we'd also get like 100% accuracy on a lot of these guys. Shit. Okay, we're gonna go for this guy in the back. Of course he got on the arbalist. That's what I did not want. Okay, well. This is not going to be fun. You.
My blade is yours.
We're going to see if we can hit this arbalist. Or use this arbalist at least. Okay, so we can use it that way. 11 to 15, 9 to 13. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. That ignores the armor. 70% accuracy, right? No, we're going for it. Give me a one shot. That looks like a one shot to me. Boom, baby. Okay, well, that worked. That did its job. That got me a one shot. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get right on top of this guy. Is that full movement? That is full movement. Shit. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Chance to apply marked. Let's do that. Oh, resisted marked. Okay.
At your
All right.
service.
Thanks, game.
This might hurt.
I'm terrified that this ballista is going to one-shot somebody, or at least get them super freaking low. Oh, we're going to be burning consumables left and right trying to deal with it.
On the move. I'm ready.
At least that's what I'm worried about.
Yes.
All right. You get smacked.
Face
Yeah,
me.
we'll do that. Gain resilient. Why not? In the turn. Oh, okay. That was probably the best thing we possibly could have asked for. That guy just wasted his freaking turn.
Ready to
Beautiful.
go?
Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So this guy is Fubard now, right? We're just gonna shoot him and miss. Okay. Thanks, game. So we're gonna take our dog up here. We're gonna try to bite him.
My blade is yours.
Okay. Now that he got bit, let's try to shoot him again. Okay. Maybe if we hit him from a different angle. Hey, there we go. That's what we needed. All right, cool.
At your command.
I don't know how many more mercenaries there are. They don't seem to be that many at this point, right?
Understood.
Oh, we still have a wait here, right? So they're not quite ready on that. And I don't think anyone else has the movement to get where we need to go. So, okay, we're just gonna wait another turn. And that will put us into a position where we can fire this and hopefully take out the last guy with a shot, right? 100% accuracy. Oh, dude, 100% accuracy? Then I'm going for the guaranteed kill. Let's freaking send it, Overlord. Boom. Interactables, my man. They're
Sincere
huge.
thanks. The King of Navarre sent me on an important mission.
That's what I was worried it was going to get hit with. Thought I was going to get hit for 17 damage by a freaking ballista. That would be that's a spooky thing, my guys. I don't know about you. I don't want to get hit by no ballista for 17 damage.
Will you do us one last favor and cover our backs? Be vigilant. The leader of these mercenaries left the camp with his best men. He could return at any moment.
That pillager deserves to answer for his crimes before the law. Capture him if you can. But we must leave now. Farewell, good people.
Okay, so we rescued them. Is it over? It is not over. They got enemy reinforcements inbound. Capture the leader of the kidnappers. Okay. They have reinforcements coming in from here. All right. And it doesn't look like we got much of anything over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we are in a pretty solid position here, right? So if they're coming in from this way, we're going to utilize some catapults. We are going to utilize some ballista.
At your service.
And we are also going to make sure that we have people down below to
at your command.
Absorb the incoming enemies, right? So boom. All right, Now we're going to wait for the reinforcements to come in, and we're going to see what siege equipment can do. I'm fairly confident that that NPC messed up. Yeah, dude. Okay, so we do not want to kill the Iman Polk, right? So barrage of rocks deal 4 to 6 blunt damage to chance to inflict slowed. Okay. We could do a big rock, right? We can throw a big rock. What? Or we can send out poison cloud. All right. We go send big rock. Big rock go do big things. Oh yeah, and they're prone too. That's freaking awesome. Okay, well, other big rock. Have big rock. Big rock do big things. Yeet. They're all prone now. Okay, well, that was fun.
On the move.
And you can do so much damage with this stuff, guys. Like, what on earth are we even doing here? Just like, oh yeah, by the way, you know how like that guy, that archer was standing at a ballista? There's a reason I was terrified about that. Look at this. Like, look at what we just did. These guys are prone now. Like, I don't even think they have another turn. I think that wastes an entire turn just from, nah, okay. So they get up, right? Okay. I was like, man, dude, did they just like lose a turn and just get stunned? Imagine getting hit by a massive boulder and just shot by ballista before you're like, as you're rushing up to a fort. That, man, dude, talk about having a bad day. These guys are in for it, right? But anyway, now we have a, you know, a lovely little turn that we can, you know, throw a fire flask at. Now these guys are burning. Well, let's shoot this guy instead.
My turn.
Okay. We're gonna take all these guys out. Oh, and since that didn't have pitch, they don't have like flaming fire that they have to walk through, and they're not burning. Got it. Okay, well then, now that I know that, I need to actually, you know, deal some damage here.
At your service.
Overlord's the one that actually has the handcuffs, if I remember correctly.
God guides my hand.
So now we need to go and get a hold of this guy, right? All right. Oh, enemy reinforcements. Nice. And now we eliminate the kidnappers. We've captured somebody. That seems to be a decent amount of what we needed to do there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start moving our guys over here to handle this incoming wave, right?
Yes. On my way. Yes. At your service.
guy just got like head bashed, like crossbow whipped, right? That was essentially a pistol whip, but just with a crossbow, right? Just got butted.
Yes?
I mean, I guess there's a reason why people are always like, "Oh yeah, use the butt stock, the butt of your stock, right? Just bop." Okay. It's gonna take us a minute before we can get over here, but we should be able to whittle them down a little bit using the power of Big Rock. Big Rock, go smack. Bonk. All right. We'll do this one. I want that guy to die. Since he's prone, he's basically guaranteed to die, right? Oh, never mind. He resisted the bleed and the root. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. The animation. Okay, and now we're going to be in a little bit of a pickle because we can't utilize the well, they didn't have another catapult for us, so we should be able to do something here, right? I think we'll be able to figure something out. First and foremost, let's use an impaling shot and see if we can. Oh yeah, that guy. One of these guys is gonna die. And I think I'd rather just get this guy nice and low, do some damage to him, right? And now we can use our actual crossbow to see if we can take this guy out. I think we can.
My advice?
Yeah.
Run.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
I won't disappoint you.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can hit this guy and get him marked. And now that this one's marked, should be able to take a decent amount of damage here. Okay. I will say I am a huge fan of like how this game looks and feels. I just wish some of the information was a little bit easier to get a hold of. Oh, you know what? That was not a good idea. But anyway, I think we'll be okay.
On the move.
I really like the execution animations, dude. Like these animations are just fun. They are very, very fun. I am enjoying them quite a bit. Okay, concussive strike.
Guides my hand.
Now hit him again. Nice. Okay, and now it's just one big guy. One big guy left. Don't attack the dog, bro. Come on now. Okay, he definitely will not have an angle on that, so. What we're going to do is we're going to get right in front of him and basically just shoot him from this side. And it'll ignore some of his armor. But now that I think about it, I think it will be in a better position if we get up behind him and see if we can go bonk with a mace. Right? Because that'll reduce one of his armor points. And it did.
Yes.
So now we should be able to hit through all of his armor with armor piercing. Nice. Okay. Go for headshot. Do a little bit of damage here. Now we should be able to bite for our bonus damage. And now that we've bitten, we'll get bonus damage on headshot, which still didn't do much more than 4. Then we'll bite again, and there we go. I think that's it. Cool. We finished the mission.
Oh, I was about to break
Yeah,
camp.
no. Siege
the
equipment,
King of North
interactables,
interested
so
in
big
truce.
in this
On
game.
the contrary.
So big.
And I suspect a third party tried to prevent this.
And I think we got some extra levels. So if we capture, right, we gain 75 more gold to the teeth. So this is how prisoners work, right? Or we could free them for 285 gold, just period. But this is the teeth comes in, or the tithe, right? However it's pronounced, comes in every like 4 days. So holding on to them for 16 days, which I don't see why not, because we don't have any other prisoners right now, right? So we might as well hold on to them. And everyone has now reached level 3, at least everyone from this little batch here. So that's kind of nice.
With King Jean still being held prisoner, power is transferred to his son Charles, the Dauphin. Fearing a disaster like Poitiers, he refuses to engage in battle and puts the whole kingdom on the defensive. Peace with England seems further.
Okay, cool.
The negotiations took place thanks to you. The Navarrese and French should be able to come to an agreement. In the meantime...
Okay, so now we have the prison unlocked. And we can, you know, free him if we wanted to. We're not going to, but yeah, we could. We could, but we're not going to. Marketplace, we can buy metal if we needed it, but we're not going to. And barracks, we have a lot of people that are ready for leveling up. And let's see here. We've got that. We got laboratory. Looks like we finished researching the poison grenade. We have a little bit of money and a little bit of resources, but not a ton. Let's go and see if there's anything that we can do in the forge real quick before we start burning through our resources, right? What are you working on, my guy? You have 6 days left on this, and we can research. Yeah, we can do any of that, right? We have enough resources for all of this, so we can go back to the laboratory and research. And the reason why I'm calling it a laboratory, for those of you guys who are perhaps younger, is there was a show called Dexter's Laboratory, right? And Dexter always called it a laboratory and not a laboratory. So I like Dexter calling it a laboratory, and that's what we're going with. Okay, and now we have unlocked all sorts of battles. So we have, you know, the French, the Bretons, the English, the Navarrese, and the Castilians. So yeah, and then the English faction is powerful range units. Try to get in close with them. Navarrese faction specializes in inflicting debuffs, consumables, and skills to remove debuffs are very effective against this faction. Castile's fast-moving units that can efficiently reposition. Heavy armor with the Bretons, and then the French are balanced, melee and ranged. And then we have the Sack of Saint Martin. Now that's a throwback. Hell yeah, man. Okay, now we can go to the forge. New armor. Let's do the alchemist upgrade. And now we're effectively running out of, honestly, just generalized resources, right? So we're going to need to go to the map and just fight stuff, which is cool, because here's the thing. Now we have random skirmishes. We have a capture target, right? So here is the Sack of Saint Martin. This is our next story mission, right? And then you'll see that we have little capture targets, skirmishes. We have all sorts of stuff that are out and about, right? These things, excuse me, these things have different coat of arms, right? So this one here is a French coat of arms. And the way that you can identify what coat of arms is what is if you hover over this one, it says Breton, right? And so that one would be a Breton. But this one right here is a Navarrese, right? And Navarrese specialize in inflicting debuffs. So this one, you're going to see a lot more debuffs, right? For enemy type. With French enemies, you're going to see a lot of like balance types, right? Like that's kind of the like their way of telling you what you're going to be going up against somewhat, right? So anyway, that's kind of what we're looking at here. We have 2 squads that are currently available. We need a lot of leather. And currently this is our best bet for leather. So what we'll probably do is we'll send our level 2 squads out here, right? Let's see if we can get them prepped up and ready to go a little bit here. We don't really have any good tanks here. So Emily, what can I do for you? We need to change your equipment out a little bit here. Let's give you, right, instead of a dagger for your offhand, we'll do mason shield. Okay. And then your second, a halberd. I'm okay with that. You know what? I am okay with that. That is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. I like that combo. That gives you the tanking and the damage output, right? And then we've got Willibert over here with his trusty bear, Melisandre, and then we have Gwenole, and yeah, I think we're good here. I think we're good. We should be pretty well off here. So we'll get those guys sent out. We're going to wait and pass some time here. We don't need to be constantly researching everything. Market's been restocked, which is cool. And the way this works, right, is we have 8 days to oh, this is a ton of leather. We need that. This is also a ton of like iron, right? And this one gives you a little bit of iron, a little bit of leather. This one gives you a lot of iron and a lot of leather. So that may be our next one, right? Is we may send our level 3 units this way. And this one's available for 9 more days, right? So what we could do, and we have our level 3 squad, right? We'll send out Theo, and we'll do the same level 3 squad, right? But what I do want to do before we send these guys out directly is I want to get them actually leveled up, and we're going to take a look at our build that we got going for them. But anyway, as I was saying, that time limit that is on these locations on your map, right? That is only applicable for you to select the sending somebody there. Once you send somebody there, it locks that point in. It's not a countdown timer for you to get your units there. It's a countdown timer for you to just decide to use it. So there's going to be a lot of quick skirmishes that are going to pop up and then move and whatnot, and they're not always going to be available because you only have access to 1 or 2 squads, right? Like we have 2 squads, and we're going to need to start recruiting some more units because, well, we're going to hit that point very quickly where we're not going to be able to keep up. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to upgrade our barracks. That way, when we start recruiting people, we're getting level 2 units instead of level 1, and then we can just start dismissing our level 1 units, because we don't need 2 level 1 flares. Like we're not going to use them, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and dismiss these 2. We can get new ones, right? Like that'll be level 2 or level 3 whenever we actually start needing them. But I personally don't use flares that much. I would much rather use, a Beastmaster with a bow or an Alchemist with a bow. Flares, Flares are cool and everything, but we just don't. I don't use them that much. But anyway, what we are going to do is we are going to go in here and make sure everyone's getting the levels that we want them to get, right? So Folquez Dupuy. So parry, you gain a bonus to reflex of 15 against every of 15 against every attack that targets you. This bonus increases to 30 if the units targeting you don't have a positioning bonus. So you instantly get better reflexes. Okay. Or you can get cunning, increases your critical hit chance by 15% if you attack your target from behind. Cool. I think Folquez is going to be more of a tanky guy, so getting that bonus to reflexes is going to be really big. So that's what we're going with for him. Theobald, you draw on your piety to keep on fighting. You heal and gain haste, which is cool. Embolden, you encourage an ally, removing all debuffs and restoring any armor point previously lost to the target and yourself. So this makes you a little bit tankier. But this actually gives you, heal and haste, which means that you can move further. Haste gives you a movement speed buff of 2. And the only reason I am aware of what haste does is because every time I've been searching for armor, it pops up at like the top of that buff list, right? That's in the help section. Like if I click on this, haste, look, the unit gains bonus of 2. It also has a sight range bonus. Okay, cool. But getting a self heal, I think, is really useful because right now the only way for us to heal is we only get like 1 healing flask of combat from or we have to use bombs, right? So having the ability for Theo to be able to heal himself while also being like the center of attention with a taunt, that gives him the extra and the taunt also gives him resilient. And he has the ability to regenerate armor. Like this is really making him into the kind of just a beefcake that we need for upfront, long, prolonged fights. That's kind of the goal with Theo right here. Adric, let's see here. Execution, you take advantage of your target's weakness to inflict a lethal blow that inflicts 4 to 9 piercing damage. The attack is automatically a critical hit if the target is bleeding, poisoned, or burning. The beast will learn hamstrung, deals 3 to 7 piercing damage, and has a chance to inflict slowed. Teamwork gives you a chance to inflict rooted instead of slowed. And then surveillance, you send your falcon out to scout the battlefield. It reveals an area of the battlefield and grants haste to you and your beast. Okay, so this would give us a good way for us to identify what's going on in the battlefield before we actually do anything, right? It gives us the ability to see where enemies are and then reposition ourselves, which is helpful, but I don't think it's going to be super applicable for most combats. I mean, you'll use it once every combat. Whereas execution you may not use. You know what? We're gonna still. I feel like execution's a really good ability to have, though, right? Because if they're bleeding, poisoned, or burning, in combination with like an alchemist that's out there applying poison or burning. Oh boy. Surveillance is good too, but I just let's do surveillance just for the funsies, right? We'll see how it works. We don't have to always pick the best damaging option, so that's kind of where I'm getting at here. And then we're gonna go for the experimental bomb. That way we gain extra heals with our healing flask, right? It's now a stronger healing flask essentially, and we have a better poison flask as well. So your healing flasks now grant healing, which is a healing over time buff. Poison flasks inflict twice the poison, which is cool. And then when they level up one more time, Overlord will have the ability to gain another flask, which will be pretty beneficial because we'll be able to take in another fire flask or like a healing flask or something like that. And he'll probably end up having 2 healing flasks, to be honest. At least that's the overall goal right now, right? Taking a look at all of the little, you know, notifications that we got going on here, just because I want to get them out of the way. And we are going to research the reinforced armor just to get it done and over with. We're not going to be really buying anything right now. We could buy some bombs. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some bombs, actually. And I think we're good now to send out our second troop. Overlord, Adric, Theo, and Falquez. Sending them out. We should be good to go. I'm feeling pretty confident on that stack. That's a pretty solid group that we got there. And let's go ahead and start these battles up. Let's get it done. So we're going to do both of these battles, and then we're going to probably call it there, guys, for the stream tonight, just so we're all aware and on the same page here. Let me know if you guys are, like, you know, live watching right now, or if you're watching the VOD later on. Let me know if you guys enjoyed watching Crown Wars, and if you want to see more Crown Wars content in the future, because we can definitely, like, get a long-term campaign going of this game. But if this is something that, you know, you're kind of like, you know, maybe not, just let me know. That way, you know, I'm trying to test the waters here, see if we can get some new games or other strategy games that are into the mix that people may, you know, find interesting or enjoy watching or something like that, right? Beyond just our standard War Tales content. But that's kind of the goal here. It was enjoyable. Thanks, Zoro. I appreciate you, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm over here looking for the scout ability, right? And I'm realizing we are not using that group. Okay, so we're going to try to find some red dots. There's some red dots up here. Okay.
My blade is yours.
Do we even have like a good... Oh, okay. All right. I now understand the units that we have here. I've already forgotten what squad we had going for us. We have a lot of ranged units. Yes. But we do have our Beefcake Bear Beastmaster. And this should be track down and eliminate all enemies. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I think we'll be in a good spot. More bears. We need more bears. Then again, just seeing my beautiful face is always enjoyable. Hey, buddy. All right. Ooh, okay. We have a doctor. A doctor that is capturable. Well, we're going to try. We cannot capture the doctor because Overlord's the only one that has handcuffs. We don't have any shackles on this group. So, doctor's going to die.
On the move.
Doctor's gonna die.
Getting into position.
And basically, we're gonna hit the point where every single combat, we will have someone that we can capture. That's kind of like the point of like prisoners. Like once you learn about prisoners, they basically just
ready to go
appear every fight.
On my way.
All right. I'm hoping we're fighting this group, we don't run into this group. Because there's a lot of enemies out and about here. Like, you're kind of seeing all these guys. There's 3 over here. 4 over here. And 4 down here. I really don't want to fight 8 of them at once. That just does not sound enjoyable. That sounds kind of shisty, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the good news is there's a lot of ranged units here, right? Like, I'm not seeing very many guys that have like a lot of heavy armor, but also
Yes.
it still doesn't look too hot for us either.
My blade is yours.
All right, how do we want to do this? Guess we'll just go for the doctor's headshot. 12 damage. Nice critical hit. Okay, cool. We did not pull the top group. I am a-okay with that. I want to keep it that way. I do not want to pull that top group whatsoever. So for the love of God, let's try to avoid that. If at all
Ready to
possible.
go.
Okay, next up. You. Kill the doctor. Okay. Once again, bro, you have 50%. What? How do you have such trash accurate? What are we doing here? Okay, well, let's aim this way and see if we can actually. There, kill the doctor. Thank you. Yo, what's going on, Unknown? How you doing, my man?
At your command.
All right. What game is this? This game is Crown Wars: The Black Prince. It is essentially XCOM 2, but dark fantasy and mostly historical fantasy with a little, mostly historical fantasy with just a little bit of darkness to it. We haven't ran into any of the darkness yet, but it's there. From what I know, at least from what I remember. Now watch. The demo touched up on the darkness. All right, guys, that's all I'm gonna say. But if there is no darkness anymore, then I'm just wrong. Just grinding some endless. Endless. So what are you doing? What do you mean endless? Like endless dungeon, or like enlisted? Bro, Enlisted's a game I haven't. No, Dark is like more. So Dark Fantasy is kind of like you're up against enemies that possess magical powers, but you don't, and it's like grim dark. So essentially what happens is it's kind of gritty, and you're just up against stuff that, you know, you don't have the fantastical powers. Enlisted? Nice. I haven't seen that. I haven't played that game in forever. Okay. We can definitely take out one of these guys. I don't think we'll be able to take out both of them. Especially since we've missed our damage here, but hey, let's see what we can do. Swap back over to our little shieldy shield. And we missed. That's unfortunate, but let's try this again. Okay. Coordinated strike. Hit him. Thank you. Beautiful. And now hit him again. Or don't. You don't need to hit him, I guess. I'll hit him instead. And not kill him. That's unfortunate. Okay. They can swap. Only one unit type can swap a weapon sets. Only and that's the duelist or like duel master type. Oh, you got too close, and did you only pull in that one? Oh no, you pulled in everybody, bro. That's rude. And that's awful. Okay. All right, how do we want to do this? Oh boy. Halberd thrust. So yeah, we've got a duelist here that uses a halberd and then swaps over to a mason shield. That is a this guy's build is that. And then we'll come up here and we're just gonna go for that.
Don't expect mercy.
And we're gonna swap back over to our little shieldy shield.
Ready when you are.
We are about to take a ton of damage. I freaking love these execution animations. They're so good. I know I've only said that probably 8 or 9 times just this stream, but still, oof, so nice. So very nice. What? Did he just get attacked? Because he stood... What? Defensive stance. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. We need to get our guys up here and get at least prepped for this next wave that's going to be coming out around the corner. I don't want my bear to die. My bear's doing a very good job of tanking damage, but he's receiving... Yeah, we need to heal him up a little bit. And then let's get... Yeah, we can get our archer up here. What's your thought on the animation? Yeah, Sean, homie, come on now. They must pay with their lives. They hurt Mr. Bear. Bro, right? 2 strategies, retreat and defend or advance. We're definitely advancing at this point, but...
Getting into position.
Okay. Bro, my poor bear. My poor freaking bear. Holy crap, dude. This bear is having a bad day.
At your service.
A no good, horrible, very bad day.
The hunt is on.
Okay. First and foremost, smack. All right. Now that we've done a smack, you do a smack. Thank you. Beautiful smack.
Ready when you are.
Okay, you do a smack again. Or don't. You do a smack again. There we go. That's what you get for beating up on my bear. That bear is kind of pissed off. Hide. Thank you.
My turn.
I know exactly how I want to do this. Yes, this is turn-based. I get this guy dead, please? Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
Understood.
We already know what's about to happen right now.
I'll be quick to finish.
Oh, yeah. Bear's still alive. Bonk. I hope at War Tales they provide animations for animals. That would be cool to get like nice animal executions. All right, Emily got a level up. She's level 2, and then we got a bunch of level 3s now. I'm okay with that. Gained a little bit of everything for resources. And now let's go ahead and get our people exactly what we need, right? Experimental bomb we could do unstable prowess. Increases fire flask damage and increases the area of effect of acid flasks. Yeah, let's go ahead and, well, we didn't really use our fire flask, right? Yeah, we'll do that either way, right? I'm kind of trying to build Gwenole to be opposite of Overlord. Willibert, we don't have surveillance. I do think I want you to have execution, though. You and your lovely bear. And Emily, we're gonna set you up as a scoundrel. You're not really built to be a scoundrel, but we're gonna do it anyway. And Melisandre, let's see here. Defensive shot, you attack and then hunker down in position, deals 3 to 6 piercing damage, grants resilient. And sidestep, you attack and deal 2 to 5 piercing damage, which gives you the chance to rapidly retreat, grants elusive. Let's do the defensive shot. I'm thinking that'll be pretty good. And then we're gonna hold off on recruiting still, right? Because we don't have a tier 2. Now we have tier 2, but we haven't gotten any of these units refreshed yet. So they'll be. We'll take a look at it later. All right. And now we got to wait for everyone to either return or get to where we're going. Now, this is the big one because this gives us a lot of metal as well as a lot of leather, which is what we need for us to start getting the better, better armor, right? It's not looking that dark. Are you talking about like coloration? I mean, we haven't gotten to the fantasy part, unfortunately. That's further along in the main story, and we just started. But we may see some of it eventually.
On the move.
And then again, they may have actually gotten rid of the dark fantasy aspect of it.
I won't
They
disappoint
could
you.
have. Bro, this dog moves so freaking fast.
Ready to go.
All right. We're going to actually use our little surveillance ability now. Okay. See how this works. Oh, okay. We have an academic over here, which we can capture. And we're going to try for it. Enemy reinforcements inbound. What's our actual objective here? Are we supposed to clear everybody out? It's not an assassination mission. Is it? It's not a capture mission either, is it? What is this? What's the background for this? Are you just a mercenary or something? So the actual story, capture the target, track down, and eliminate all enemies. So okay, so we do need to capture the target. So the story of this is essentially you're playing as a French nobleman who was part of like a smaller noble house, right? And you and the French basically are losing a war to the English, and you lost your lands, and you were granted a really small little fief. And essentially what you're doing is you're trying to not necessarily reconquer France, but you're trying to help out the ongoing war torn lands and whatnot. You're not necessarily a mercenary, you're fighting for French. You are a Frenchman.
Yes.
But yeah. Now your units are just customized units that you can actually get though, and you can fully build them out and whatnot. So that's the fun part. But let's see here. I don't think. And this is Theo, right? This is Theo. Okay, so we're gonna get him right on up in here. Hopefully this doesn't trigger anything. No, it doesn't. Cool.
Yes. Yes. Consider it done.
So basically we lost. Yes, basically we lost. This is kind of a if you've ever played XCOM 2 before, it's very similar, like both in story and in play style. It's kind of like guerrilla warfare, but medieval style. Okay, now how do we want to do this? Overlord does have shackles. So here's the question. Can I just walk up to this guy at full HP and shackle him down? Like, is that how that works? Bro, can I get a sneak attack in on this guy?
I was paid for this.
Okay. That was honestly kind of cool. Boom. I'm okay with that. Like a game defending the city or something I played before? Maybe? We're not necessarily defending a city every time. Like, we just have a base of operations in this. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of want to, because I kind of want to see if this works at full HP. But I also don't want to just, like, screw myself over either. But we're going to send Theo out there and see how this goes. All right, and we're just going to go bonk. Nice. Okay, that worked somehow.
Yes.
All right, you. This is going to be kind of sketchy. We're going to see how this works, and hopefully it does. Shackle him. Oh, it does work. Just straight up. Okay, so you just walk up to somebody and use shackles if they're capturable, and they just get one tapped. Okay, I mean, I don't have to worry about weakening them. I'm okay with that. Now what can I do to actually get it to where we're not going to be completely boobarred here? You know what? This should work. We should be able to deal some damage to this guy. So first and foremost, let's see if we can mark him. Come on, Falcon. Mark. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. What does Marked even do? Let's... Now that I'm thinking about it, what does Marked actually do? Does it tell us? Unit suffers a 15% penalty to reflexes and has a 15% higher chance of receiving a crit. Okay, so gotcha. Basically, they have a higher chance of getting crit. That works for me. And we're gonna send our dog after them. And he got crit, and now he's rooted. Okay, that works. Wow, my dog got crit. That hurt. Marks don't matter if you have enough damage.
Ready to go?
We don't have enough damage, my guy.
Give up.
Especially not when I miss a 95% chance to hit. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Thank you. Oh my lord. Like, come on. Three to 4 piercing damage if the target's behind wooden partial cover. The cover is destroyed. Ignores 2 armor points. Let's do that one.
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty solid. Well, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna send out him instead.
Very well. You're no match for me.
Nope, don't want that. Okay, we'll do this instead. Boom. Okay. And didn't quite get there, but that's okay.
Out of my way.
And we didn't quite get there on that either. All right. Do we try it for the dog and see if we can get a kill? That's only going to do 3 to 5 damage. Let's instead go and try to tie down this guy, and hopefully the crossbowman doesn't have enough damage output to kill the dog. I'm going to feel sad if our dog dies, but let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. So that worked. We didn't actually get hit there, and we have reinforcements inbound. They have reinforcements inbound. Let's start reducing this guy's health pool and trigger teamwork real quick. Get that bonus damage output. Go for another shot now. Man, I like the doggo one too. The doggo one's pretty cool. I think I prefer the bear the most, but doggo's still pretty fun.
Don't expect mercy.
Okay. Track down and eliminate all targets. Okay, I think there's reinforcements at this point somewhere. I just don't know where. So let's proceed somewhat cautiously.
I won't disappoint you. On the move.
And now we're gonna go ahead and just do this real quick. Make sure that we're healing ourselves. It's got a 3-turn cooldown. So that should be we'll be in at least a little bit better situation now, since that'll give him a decent chunk of HP back, and then we can heal him back to full using healing flask, and that also gives him the healing buff itself. So boom. If the Beastmaster dies, does the dog bear become unavailable to use if they don't die? So the dog and bear, I'm pretty sure the dog and bear, if they die, I don't think there's any repercussions. I think if the Beastmaster dies, then the Beastmaster, then the dog and bear die. It's like you can't use them. I'm pretty sure.
Ready to go.
I don't know, and I don't necessarily want to find out for certain, but I guess we can try.
Yes.
Okay, we are not. Okay, let's move him over here this way instead.
I'm ready. This might hurt.
Is there a limitation on the number of units? Yes. We can only pull in 4 as of right now. There may be a way to upgrade that in the future, but as of right now, we can only do 4.
No
60% chance. Hit. Oh, nice.
On the move.
Okay, and we'll get the dog up here and get him into a defensive stance as well. And hopefully we don't find out what happens if the dog dies. Only 4? I want 20. This is more of a small squad game, not a massive army game. Ouch.
Perfect strike.
$45, $55. Let's go for the 55. Hopefully we hit something. Nope. Okay, that sucks, but it is what it is. All right. What's our percent? Oh. All right, hamstrung. So this guy's rooted. That's good. Let's get some more damage output. Get this guy nice and foobarred, right? He'll definitely die to the burning damage now. Oh, I have to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. I mean, all things considered, it's not the end of the world. Just get the dog out of there. Can I say a yo mama joke? Yeah, you can. That's fine.
At your command.
Depends on how bad it is. Hopefully it's not that bad
Out
after
of
I
my
give him
way.
permission, but we'll find out. All right.
I was trained for this.
Okay. I see worse.
On my way.
All right, let's see here. we've got this guy here is definitely not having a fun time. He's literally just in the middle of being set on fire.
It is yours.
I think if we
Let's
move
go.
right over here, we'll actually have a pretty good angle on everybody, right? Like, I don't think he gets no coverage bonus now. He should die from the burn. This guy's pretty low. I guess we can go for the kill on this guy. And then these guys should be able to essentially dogpile the crossbowmen.
Out of my way. Yes?
All right.
Very well. I'll be quick to finish. Don't expect mercy.
And boom. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting dagger. Execute. And end the turn should be battle win on enemy start. Yep, cool. All right, all things considered, that wasn't that bad. So let's see what the academic does. Increases the critical hit chance of flares by 5%, or we could free them for 285 gold. We're gonna do the 285 gold because there isn't really a 5% critical hit chance like increase for something that's not really worth it right now. I would much rather have the gold. We can then use that for, you know, further upgrades and whatnot of our gear, or buying items, right? So that's kind of the thought process on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forge, see if we have anything that we can actually upgrade armor wise, because I'm all about increasing our armor. Okay, so refined Crusader armor gives us 5% reflexes and 2 more health. The duelist armor gives us 5% reflexes and 2 more health. Flare armor gives us 1 armor, 4 health, and 5 reflex. Beastmaster, okay, 2 health, and then alchemists. Well, we don't even have the base alchemist armor that we're still working on. So, but we're at a point now where we'll actually start getting some pretty decent stuff. So that's pretty nice. The enemies not look all that British. That enemy was a French faction. Okay, now we can view the forge and start us a new upgrade. We should probably start upgrading our weapons too, but in the meantime, I kind of want to get maybe 1 or 2 nice pieces of armor set up, and then we could start working at building out our weapon trees. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Pass the time up, get our groups back. Understood on that. I'm gonna wait a little bit of time. Oh, passing time. The enemies have become more powerful. Cool. If you pass too much time, they get much stronger. So that's the other problem. But yeah, okay. How are we looking in the forge? 4 more days on that. Okay. Refined duelist armor would actually be really good, because then our duelists will be a much tankier, just with the bonus reflexes, especially with a what's his name that we have, right? That has a bonus reflexes whenever he's attacked. Essentially, he gets like 15% bonus reflexes, and then a 30% 30 more bonus reflex if he's attacked from the front, I believe. I think that's what the skill is. 30th units targeting you doesn't have a positioning bonus. So yeah, the upgrade armor auto adjusts to all units. The alchemist level 2, 3 both get the upgrade. Yeah. So that's the cool thing, right? Whenever you upgrade your weapons or your armor, all units benefit from it. So that's why I've been focusing on getting the armor, because that way it increases the survivability of all of my units. And that's how you get higher leveled units. So you need your units to survive. I understand dealing more damage helps units survive because you're removing threats from the board quicker, but you need your units to be able to, you know, absorb at least one hit. If they just die in one hit, well, then you ain't gonna have a good go at it, right? But anyway, that is all we have tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out here. We're gonna set up a new save. And yeah, that's basically what we got here. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed the stream tonight. We will be back next week with some more War Tales. We're going to be continuing our region locked extreme. Is it extreme? Is that what the name of their hardest difficulty setting is? Playthrough, right? Of the Lost Legion, and we're going to be continuing our conquest of Arthas. Anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and start of your upcoming week. And until next time, have a good one.